If you are what you say you are, a superstar, then have no fear, the camera's here.
It's game day. I'm so excited. I've been running around all day trying to get ready and doing some last minute stuff. I had my whole outfit planned out, and the outfit I wanted got delivered here, and the pants were too big and the top was too small, so I had to return it, and I needed to replan everything. I'm really excited to like get dressed up again and be on air and be in the environment of basketball consistently. So I'm really excited. So in my mind, I'm like, I gotta make sure I look nice and good, and makeup and hair done. My makeup is not done, so ignore what this is. So yeah, so it's about 3 o'clock right now. The only thing I have left to do is finish this makeup and finish my makeup, which will take me like 5-10 more minutes. And then I'm not gonna get dressed until I leave my house. I still have my pajamas on. My hair's not done, but putting my clothes on and fixing my hair is gonna take me like another 5-10 minutes. So 20 minutes of preparing my physical self. Like I said, it's about 3 o'clock. I'm not gonna leave the house until about 4:30. The game's at 7. I am going to sit here and go over my notes again. And I'll show you guys what that looks like. But once I finish my makeup, I'm gonna just finish my makeup now, then I'll come back on and I'll let you guys see what I do to prep for my game. So game time in about 5 more hours. I'm so excited and anxious, and I want to get this first game out the way so that I can be normal again. I think I'll still be just as excited, but I'm like jittery excited. It's weird. So yeah. Yeah, let me finish my makeup and then I'll come back and I'll show you guys what my prep looks like for games. And fix my eye makeup because it's dumb. Bye. Hey guys, I'm almost ready. I want to say it's 4:22. I'm gonna leave the house in about 8 minutes. I'm done prepping. I have my clothes, like I'm ready to leave the house. But I just went over my notes. So what I will say to you guys is that as a color commentator, I have to not only prepare for the home team, but for the away team. I have to know both teams, like what they do on the court, their mannerisms, weird way to describe it. Hopefully I get my words right on air tonight. But just the way that they play on offense and on defense, what type of players they are. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but you get what I'm saying. I need to know these players on the court and what they are going to contribute to their teams to win. So with it being 2018, it is a little bit easier to gather information about the opposing team, but it's not super easy with my schedule and all the jobs that I have and all the things that I have to do. So I cheat. For a lack of a better explanation, I cheat. So because I went to Drexel, I'm still very close with the staff. I technically work there now. I'm always there, and I get the scouting report. The coaches on both teams make scouting reports about the opposing teams. So I get the scouting report that Drexel has on Quinnipiac, and I kind of make it my own. So a lot of broadcasters type their stuff, but with me and knowing myself, I like to write them, because when I write with a pen and paper, I remember. It's weird. Once I type, like, it's just a bunch of letters being punched into the keyboard. I don't really remember. I don't retain the information. So when I write it down, I remember it. So this is my game day notes. Just as an example, so one of the players is a forward. She's 6 foot. And something that Drexel had in the scouting report about her that is not a secret, it says she's a 4-out, 1-in girl. To me, that means so much. Just that alone means that She's a post player. She likes to play with her back to the basket. She likes to steal. She likes to be down low. She likes to get the ball in the post. Easy, simple. So just from that little thing, I know what type of person, what type of player this girl is. In addition, I used to be that same type of player, so it's so much easier for me to understand that. But just with little things like that, with each player on the opposing team, I'm able to gather enough information so that when I get to the game, I can confidently talk about the types of players that these girls are, if that makes sense. So with me always being around Drexel, I already know the Drexel team. I've practiced with them, against them a bunch of times. So that kind of comes second nature in my head. So I don't really do too much prepping for that. And as far as stats and numbers, that's what my play-by-play person does. And I kind of just feed off of him, what he's saying and what he's doing, and also based on the game situation. Lastly, this outfit is so cute. Let me take the camera really quick. So I think I said this earlier, I just ordered clothes and they didn't fit. So I got this today at Marshall's for $13. It's so cute. I'm so excited. I'm so proud of myself. I just can't decide on what shoes. So I'm wearing both of them right now. But it's just really like super professional, chicish dress. And because it's a black and white pinstripe, I can wear either shoe. I don't know which one I'm gonna wear, but I don't know. It'll be a last minute decision as I'm walking out the door. Like, oh, I'm just wear these ones. I really want to wear the red ones because they make the color of red pop inside this dress. But that's it. So last thing, so I purposely got a larger purse. I don't really carry purses, but this does have my life in it, and especially for broadcasting, it's necessary where I can fit my laptop in there. This has my game notes. This is my planner that has my whole life in it. You guys ever seen the movie called Little Black Book? Nah, me neither. It's a movie called 27 Dresses. There we go. She lost the book and it had her life in it and she didn't know what was going on. That's me. An extra notebook in here, my laptop charger. I have my hard drive in case there's a possibility that I can download the game directly after the game's over. Extra makeup stuff, headphones, money. That's pretty much it. But this, I really need my laptop for, it gives, once I go into the site, I can get live updates of the score and stats. Obviously my notebooks, and I have a bunch of pens in here. But yeah, so this is key for me and broadcasting for color commentating. I'm actually leaving the house. Still going with the red shoe theme now. These freaking SEPTA trolleys, oh my goodness, I can't. Like, why can't they make them go on the side of the road? Like, why do they have to go right in the middle and then hold up traffic? I've been sitting here for 10 minutes. Oh my God, I only live 5 minutes away from Drexel.
Yo.
Can you sing our song? Can you sing my song?
Me and Nicki Jones.
I love it. Perfect. Everybody's in the same color, or like matching with the white. Hi guys. This is my fit, and I'm about to head upstairs to the game with my little baby gut.
What am I just saying hello?
This
Hey,
is
what's up?
sideline today. I'm doing color. He's
There
so
we go.
excited to be on my vlog.
Always.
He thinks he's
Always.
famous.
I'm gonna get famous because you're gonna be famous. That's what this is, right? That's the whole point.
I mean, if you say so, we'll see. I'll have this in the archive.
Yo,
in
we're gonna
case
be
that
anchoring
happens.
Sports Center in like 10 years together. So.
Man, that's a long time. What about
All right,
time?
fine. Okay.
Right?
You get me there, Nikki. It's all on you.
Aim high, miss low. Tell everybody how I'm your favorite person ever.
You're not my favorite person.
Yes, I am. I like you. Yes, you do. Are you gonna be nice to me now? I told you it's food in here.
Yeah, I'll be nice.
For how long? For how long?
1 day.
One day. You're so evil.
Yeah, you have to go all the way up here though.
Here's our before and after. We were matching with the all white earlier.
Yeah, you know.
Now we're matching with the gray.
Because we don't have a good shot.
Did you tell Sam that Markowitz is going to do the interview? Okay.
It's almost game time. Ari's doing crazy right now while I'm over here
Game
chilling.
one. It's game one.
We'll get better. Sideline.
After we're done, I'll switch off the mics. Right? Thank you.
You gotta make it.
This is, I'm not down with that. Am I doing it right?
No. Ready? Correct. With the heart. Are you ready? Got our rings on today.
Are we still recording on separately? I'm going to say we're going to send you all this out. We hit, we just switch out and then.
Live from the Daskalakis Athletic Center in Philadelphia as we get set for the start of the 2018-2019 Drexel women's basketball season. Alongside Nicki Jones, I'm Ari Bluestein. Thank you for joining us here on this Friday night. And Nicki, the Dragons open up tonight with the Quinnipiac Bobcats, one of the top mid-major teams in the entire country.
Yeah, it's going to be a really good start for Drexel, considering the big finish that they had at the end of the year. So if they could get this win today, it'd be amazing for them.
Now, Quinnipiac lost some key players from last year's NCAA tournament team, but they return senior guard Erin McClure.
Yeah, Erin is their go-to player right now. She's a true guard forward. She knows how to get to the basket from the perimeter, but also she knows how to play with her back to the basket as well.
And the Dragons return one of their top players from last year, Bailey Greenberg, last year's leading scorer, and selected to the All-CAA first team preseason team.
Yeah, I mean, this is gonna be her year. I just feel it already. I mean, she is really good at getting to the basket, but as far as mentally, she needs to be ready to be the leader of this team this year.
All right, let's take it on down to our man on the sideline, Chris Markowitz, for the keys to the game. Chris?
Thanks, Ari.
So much pressure. We're doing it now. So we're about to start the game in 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Carlina, hey girl.
Welcome back to the deck. Alongside Nicki Jones, I'm Ari Bluestein. Drexel trailing Quinnipiac 41-34 with 3:31 remaining here in the third quarter. Heading into the fourth and final quarter, Nicki Jones, looking at the stat sheet here, what's your observations thus far, and what happened in that third quarter? Was it just Quinnipiac coming out firing, or did the Dragons just get off their game a little bit, or maybe a little bit of both?
I definitely think it's a little bit of both. I mean, if we go based on stats on the offensive end, with Quinnipiac scoring 17 points in that quarter, Drexel needs to do a better job of just being aggressive. Push somebody around on the defensive end. Make them feel your presence like they did in the first quarter.
Welcome back to the deck. Alongside Nicki Jones, I'm Ari Bluestein, and the Dragons right now trailing by 8, 45-37. And Nicki, we talked about it a little bit coming out of the third quarter, but what do you want to see the Dragons do? They're kind of stumbling offensively a little bit right now.
They need to be the team that they were in the first quarter. I think they were aggressive offensively and defensively, and I think in the third quarter they're kind of aggressive in spurts and not really in others, so they need to consistently do it throughout this quarter.
Surrounded by Dragons. Stroutmane finds Martin, goes in through traffic, step through, might have gotten away with a step, fight for the rebound, out of bounds, last touched by Drexel. Nicki Jones, you played overseas. Was that a Euro step or was that a travel?
I think it was a travel. I mean, she made some distance on that step, from that right step to the left step.
That was one heck of a Euro step, if that indeed is what it was. Nicki Jones, any final thoughts before we depart here at the DAC here on this Friday night?
Last thing I would say is that this is a good start for Drexel. Although they didn't come out on top, they have to realize that they have a game in 2 days right back here against St. Joe's.
I think there's a lot of positive things you can take out of this game, cut down on the turnovers, and I think they'll be okay. So the Dragons will get to regroup. They start the year 0-1 against a very good Quinnipiac team who starts the year 1-0. So for my partner Nicki Jones and our sideline reporter Chris Markowitz, as well as our producer Eric Weber, I'm Ari Bluestein. You've been watching Drexel Women's Basketball here on Dragons TV. Have a good night.
That was a rough one. My ears hurt. Thanks, sorry. Thanks for being on my vlog.
32 minutes, whoa.
Oh my god. Is it 32 minutes? I think I forgot I had it on. I have the largest iPhone, so I
If
got
you're
the
still
space.
watching, kudos to you.
Not live, I'll be editing it.
No,
Chris,
just run it live.
just run it live. That's not live.
Hey, what's up?
Good game.
One down, a lot to
more.
go. Stay tuned.
That too. Alright, bye. The game is over. Tough loss for Drexel. But forget all that. I'm about to head downstairs to Landmark. It's a restaurant underneath the gym that we go to, the alumni and sometimes the coaching staff, depending on who's there, to just have some drinks, appetizers, all that fun stuff. I'm about to meet and hang out with my former teammates, which is always cool to see them. I haven't seen them in a while, so see you downstairs.
Oh, is this for your vlog or what? Wow, I'm her I was her freshman that she scared the shit out of. This is so cool.
You're so funny.
I don't like the spotlight.
They're making fun of my vlog and now they're on it.
No, I'm not making fun. I want to be educated.
Same thing.
I want to become a vlogger who vlogs and an Instagram model
So what's the difference between a vlog and a vlog?
You guys are stupid.
There's one video. Is that
We were educating ourselves. We were stupid.
I almost forgot to give you guys my recap on how I thought I did during the game. I don't think I did horrible, but I mean, it wasn't my best. One thing you guys will learn about me very fast is I'm really extremely hard on myself. Even if I had the best game of my life, I won't think so until I can go back and look at the footage and be like, yeah, this is good. If I think I did the best recording of my life, best game of my life without seeing that, then it really must have been a really good game. But it was okay. I mean, so my feedback from the producer was that he thought that I did a good job of being concise and saying what I needed to say, and then like just cutting it short versus like rambling, which is what I'm doing now a little bit. But on air, it's really good as a color commentator to say what you gotta say and stop talking after. So a lot of times, like, the hard thing for me is to translate from how I would be talking to my friends to how I should be talking on air. So a lot of times in the game, if you guys can see on the footage, like, I wanted to be like, what are you doing? Like, why did you make that pass? Why did you shoot that shot? Ugh, like, literally, like, the IQ in my mind and like the natural player mentality that I've been taught and I've learned my whole career of playing basketball that's never gonna go away. But as a broadcaster, it's new for me, so I'm trying to retrain my mind to like think and talk the way that I should on the broadcast. So I think I feel like one of the things that I should do is watch just regular basketball games and talk out loud while I'm watching them. My voice is, whoa, sorry, my phone slipped. My voice is gonna die. But I think if I'm watching like a Celtics versus Sixers game, to just commentate on it, I feel like that would be good for me to continuously do that, to get in the habit. Because I think the biggest thing about color commentating, you can't really learn it in books and from people telling you what to do. You have to do it to kind of learn yourself. And I think that that's how I've been learning, is from myself, from what I'm doing on air and then going back and watching that and then learning from it. A lot of what I started to do last season too is I find myself saying the same phrases over and over again. So I think today's phrase of the day was in this game. I kept saying that, and like it's so frustrating because when I say it, I know that I said it 20 times already, and I can't control myself not saying it. So I'm like, yeah, they're doing a really good job today in this game. Like, shut up. Like, stop saying it. Or I'll be like, I don't know, I'll just end all of my sentences with that, and I write it down on paper when I do it so that I can like cross it out and like remind myself, don't say this, do not say this. But again, I'm really hard on myself, so I'll get mad at myself for saying it. So I got a lot of stuff I need to work on that you guys and whoever's watching the game won't realize, but you guys will realize it now since I'm talking about it. So but yeah, I think next week I'll have a little bit more time between games and Topgolf work schedules. I think I'm gonna sit down and like go through a few things on better adjectives to use and better ways to concisely end my points in phrases and sentences. Yeah, that is it. Okay, I'm going to bed. I'm tired. It's like 11:30. Yeah, that's it. Okay, bye. See you guys later. Like, comment, and subscribe.